Who knows? Who fucking knows? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know what? Now that I think about it, I should probably change, let's see, some of my settings for my music so that they aren't using the highest quality, so it does not consume more of my network speed than necessary. Um, let's see. All right, so yeah, we're at this much. Cool. So we're not gonna go higher than that. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, cool. Um, yeah, I think we're just about ready. Let me just check that this is going. And then once that is going, then we can you know, do things. Ads are gonna start in a minute. Very nice. Very nice. That's working. Very good. Very good. You love to see that things are working as expected. I think we'll go ahead and just wait for ads to kick off. All right. Is that good? Cool. Very nice. I think the ads are running, but let me double check. Because Twitch is being silly when I look at my little manager thingy that's supposed to tell me all the things. It's not telling me things. What am I supposed to do? I actually got a finagle with my mic, actually. Because it was in a position. Up. Okay, now they're starting. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I'm back. Got a minute before ads are done, so I'll wait to I'll wait to start any drawing until ads are done. But today we're gonna do what I've been doing the last couple of streams, which is uh drawing NPCs and stuff and getting some ideas of how I'm gonna make them look interesting and all that jazz. You know? You know, oh you know. Oops. There we go. Perfect. All right. 30 more seconds and then it's done. Then the ad time will be over and we can begin our great bout of drawing. Yes, yes, this is what we all wanted, isn't it? Oh, yeah, and also, well, I guess I'll wait for the ads to be done to really chat about it. Come on, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ads should be done now. Hello, chat. Ads should be done. Hello. And I was gonna say, I have a new model now for those who can see. New model go burr. I really love drawing this little guy. I don't know why. I just think it really gives a proper sort of K-Tag energy, you know? Maybe not the most fearsome energy, but I think it covers a good chunk of my bases, you know? It might not make everyone fear me as they should, but it covers the rest of the spectrum, I would say. Um I especially I didn't even plan necessarily for it to work the way it does. Like having the arms move with the voice, it was I just kind of hooked that up near the very end and I was like, "Wow, this is kind of funny." I kind of like having the arms move whenever I talk. It's great. I fucking love it. But yeah, this is the new me, okay? Uh you don't deserve me at my best if you don't like me at my worst. That's what I'm saying. But no, today we're gonna do more D&D NPCs. I got a couple here that I'm visually just reminding myself vaguely what style I should be going with. I did these two folks up here as like some prep, like a not prep, I guess, but like a practice, warm up perhaps. Um, but then I also realized I made the drow guy not even have pointy ears, so if I use that as an NPC, I'm gonna have to come up with a reason. Maybe like a half drow. You could do that. Although I don't think drow really do that very often. But it's a character trait. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of do as I do, which is we're going to just kind of put down some eyes, and then just kind of figure out the rest of the face based on that. Really, that's kind of what I do. That's kind of my whole shtick is not planning and then figuring it out later. Because it's always important to make all of your problems into future use problems because that way you won't have to deal with it and future you can just solve all of it, right? That's how it works, right? Right, guys? Right, y'all? All right. Let's see. What if we do like I'm also trying to like be better at oh, actually that reminds me. One second. I gotta get a timer. Stopwatch. Actually, I guess I could just use my phone. That would make more sense. I needed to time myself because I am trying to do these faster, but I don't want to make them like completely sucky. But I am trying to do them faster, so we're gonna time myself. Technically, I'm cheating a little bit because I already did the eyes, but we'll just let me have this. Please let me have this. I don't have much. This is all I have. And then we'll do a little nose. Whoop, whoop. And then I don't really know. Like I gotta make more interesting mouths. Because usually the mouth is I end up just doing that, or like this. Which I mean, it works. It gets the job done. This one especially gets the job done. Uh, but I would like to try doing some different, like more different expressions every now and then. But, for now, this will get the job done. Because I'm trying, like I said, trying to do it faster. Trying to be fast as fuck, boy. All right, let's make big elf ears. Big elf. Maybe we'll make another drow. Maybe today's a drow kind of day. I woke up, read my horoscope. The horoscope said, "Oops, all drow." Um, yeah, that's what it said. Believe it or not, it did say that. Um, let's see. Do, do, do. Yeah, those are an okay eyebrows. I don't mind that. I do want to add a little like nose line here, right? Slightly define the nose a bit more than what we currently have. And then I like to also like stylize the eyes a bit more because I like having this as like a base, right? But I like to thicken some parts. Maybe it implies some eye makeup or something, whatever the word's called. My brain turned off for a second. It'll come back to me, or we could maybe thicken on the bottom, or maybe thicken like the inner part for some reason, which would be kind of weird. But maybe it's a thing the character does. You never know. You never know. People do the darndest things, I tell you. It's all a fashion statement. Oh yeah, and then sometimes I like to also like do like this for like eyelashes. So I've seen some styles do that, and I kind of fuck with it. Not all the time, but like every now and then you get one of those, and it feels pretty cool. Feels pretty nice. All right. Hair. Oh fuck. This is where we get really. This is where I it's the Kevin dropping the chili moment. This is me right now. Whenever it comes to hair, I need to like one of these days. I need to just like I don't know, have someone like stick a freaking projector on my face and just like beam various hairstyle images in front of me, so I have to like memorize and like see a bunch of them because whenever I think of hair, like my hair, not my hair, my head just blanks, right? I can't think of any styles. So this is where I will need the help of the glorious our glorious Lord Pinterest to get an idea of some styles. Okay, let's see. Maybe we do something like this maybe, and then we get like a little cutout there, a little cutout there. That works. I kind of like that. And then, but what else do we put in the bangs? I feel like okay, so I got to break it down into bangs, and then like the side, and then like the back of head. Those are like the three main pieces I got to think of. So I think that's like an okay start for the bangs. Now, what about the back of the head? Um, sure, we could do that. Do I want long hair today? Um, um, yeah, we could do actually. We could do some long hair. I think I'll wait to do some of the body first before I expand upon the hair much more. I do want to squeeze it a bit more though. I feel like it's a bit too wide there. Honestly, bring it down a bit as well. We don't need it way, way, way up there. Or do we? Maybe we do. Like a little oh, wrong piece. Like that. All right. Let's do some body parts. And by body parts, I mean the shoulders. And we gotta figure out like a pose we want to do. Let's do like this. And then the neck will go here. And okay, that works. And then we'll kind of use that as our guideline. So it goes like this, that, and then shoulder like this, shoulder like that. Okay, maybe shoulder slightly further out. There we go. Um, what do I want to do with the rest of like the body here? Right? Like, mm, like arms. What do I want the arms to be doing? Are we just gonna be like, "Oh, at the sides," or maybe, like, behind the back, crossed behind the back, putting our hands behind I don't know what that, like, pose would be called, I feel like it's kind of like a at attention pose maybe, I don't know. Um, but maybe not that. Maybe we go like, "Here's our wonderful array of menu," or like, "Here's our thing here." I kinda like that idea. We're gonna go with that. Um, which means that this could be like a hand on hip maybe. It's like presenting something. I don't know what the character would be presenting, but they're presenting something. And so I'm getting the vibe with this pose. I mean, we could still do like adventurer type gear, but they're probably not an adventurer. I want to try something with like ruffles because I think it would be nice to include that in like an outfit that I haven't really done before. But I'm gonna fucking suck at it. I'm gonna go get some reference for ruffles though. One moment, please. Bu bu Let's see. Okay. Um, okay. And I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to, like, give the illusion of, like, being close enough at, like, a glance. So, we're all about faking it till we make it, you know? Also, one second, because my microphone is, like, messing around with me and getting into positions where it's not really good. It's not very good for it to be there. Like it was like slowly going down like centimeter by centimeter. But now we're back. We're back to it. Um so I'm thinking with like a ruffle, we probably want like this doesn't this doesn't really feel right, but at the same time, I can't really like this. And you kind of couple like lines like that, I guess. But I feel like that I mean, it's like a I think it's good enough to for faking it at least. It's not really what I wanted, but hey, I can learn what I really want later. I just need to make it work now. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My audio is being silly. One second. That is less than ideal. Yes, of course, my headset decided to disconnect, so I cannot hear anything. That is my favorite. One moment while I fix that. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Should be down here. What the fuck? Why am I? All right. Let's see. What about now? Can I do it now? You want to work with me? No. Okay, cool. Let's see. We turn that off. We turn it back. Alright. How about now? Does it work good now? Yes, yes? At all? It's not working how I want it to, though. I bet. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, mm. Oh, now it might work. Oh, wait. Alright. I gotta use the bathroom anyway, so I'll be right back. Alright. Now, is it working? Okay, it's kinda working. This part is working. Why is VTube Studio not working, though? That is the real question. Let us find out. Um, ba 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 ba. If I go to which I think it's here it controls the thingies, most likely. So what if I do that? Alright. Now is it going to work? Oh, I might have crashed VTube Studio. Apparently, it did not like me moving to this mic. Oh, wait, nope. There we go. We did it. We did it. We're back in business, baby. As if nothing ever went wrong. It only took me like 10 minutes to fix it, which oof, big oof, I must admit, if we're being honest, but oh well. You know, you can't win them all, can you? No siree, you sure can't. Let me get my ducks on screen so I can watch my ducks, my majestic ducks, and then I can get back to drawing. Let's get rid of our silly little writing that I was doing. And then where is the outfit? Okay. So arms. Show me where the arms would be. There we go. Okay. And then here, shoulders. Connect the shoulder to this bit right here. Good. Very good. Uh neck or not neck, clavicle. Those are what those are called, right? I think that's what they're called. I sure hope I remember my anatomy. Um arms. Okay, arm time. Arm time. So we're going to go like this. And then oh wait, I kind of got to like angle it a little bit differently. Like that. And then I guess with this we just kind of go like this instead. Like this, I guess. And then we go like hand hand fingy blah blah blah. It's a bit scuffed, but you know it's fine. This is what the ideal hand looks like. Okay, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone tell you any different. This is perfectly fine. And you don't need your hand to be fixed if it looks like that. Which is actually fine because I doubt we're actually going to see it in the final token anyways because realistically the token's probably only going to be what, like this area? So it's probably going to cut off the hand just as we get there. So, yeah. Also, I kind of now that I look at it, I think it needs to be more down. We need more down. More down, please. More down. Yes, yes. All right. I got that. And then other arm here. Like this. And then this one, I guess we'll just kind of like that. And then we'll just kind of pretend there's like a hand there. Because I doubt we're actually gonna cover that at any point in time. And then that means we got the torso here. I'm kind of wondering, like, what if we do like that thingy? Would that be like an interesting clothing option? I don't. Well, I guess we want to like ooh like that, and then you have like rest of the torso here or something like that, right? You know what? Sure, I don't really care. This works. We'll make it work, and then we'll just put like a belt. There you go. Can't go wrong with a belt, right? Belts make everything better. They both start with the letter B. There we go. All right. Which layer did I have the outline on? There it is. Hide it. Hide it. Take it away from my sight. Banish it. And then we clear this. And then we clear this. And we clear that. I don't really know what this is, and I'm not sure it's really working. I guess with this, we would probably want like an actual dress rather than the weird belt. Now that I think about it, so maybe we get rid of the belt. Maybe we get rid of the belt. Maybe belt is not the move. KTEG confirmed, not fashionista. Oh wait, did I just delete everything but the belt? Whoops. Oh, I forgot I had the darned thing on it not inverted, but I had it on the wrong piece that I needed. All right. So we're gonna make it more of like dress-like, I guess. Um, so we're in that case, I don't even have to like worry about making a belt because I can just kind of like have it like fade off into the distance because there's no shot. We'll see the bottom of the dress, which is perfect for me, honestly. Also, I think this piece part right here should probably be more to the right, right? Like this, maybe. Eh, eh. How the fuck do I make this better? I feel like I'm not doing this very well. I'm not a fan of this one. Maybe okay, what if this? What if we do like this, right? And then you have like a it's not a bell, it's a sash, right? You do like a sash instead. It kind of comes across here, right? And then you get like the rest of the dress or whatever. But it doesn't matter because it's like way below and we'll never see that shit, right? Yeah, that feels a little bit better, I think. Cool. All right. And then let's see. Um, we'll need obviously we need some poofs on the hand parts, right? You need some poofs going on there. If you're gonna have ruffles, you gotta have more than one, you know? Um, so like this. Yeah, that kind of works. And then we'll cut off this bit here, clean that up a little bit, just a wee bit. All right. And then other arm down here. Put that like right about here-ish probably. So go like this. There we go. And then we'll just have to clean up a little bit of the overlapping piece like right about here. And that should be fine. We can kind of like do something with that. And then where's the sash again? It's on this layer? This layer. We'll just kind of like put like just a little fold indicator to indicate that there is indeed a fold. Um, and I kind of want to add just like a little, make the top of the chest a little bit more angled out, so it's not just purely straight. And then yeah, I think I'm happy with that. It seems good enough. And then we'll add a bit of a shadow on the neck. My singular shadow on the entire body. The one shadow they're allowed to have. And we'll go like extend it down there a little bit. There we go. See? There we go. Perfect. And then or maybe you know, maybe we spice it up and we put it on this side then instead. How does that look? Cuz I wasn't exactly feeling it being on that side. So maybe, you know, maybe putting on this side will really feel compelling, you know? Um, to be honest, doesn't feel much different. I don't really know what I was expecting. Um, I kind of liked it more on the other side, so we're gonna move it back to there. There we go. Boom, and we won't move it as far. How about that? So it kind of stays up here. Yeah. That seems good. Um, we're gonna combine all these layers later, anyways, so I'm not too concerned if they get too messy. Although I do want to find the chin to clean this bit up down here. Whoop, whoop. A little bit more fixed. There we go. Sick. Okay. That's coming along. I guess we can go back to revisit the hair now. Um, yeah, we kind of got this bit there, but like, what if we go like this and then we go like this? Okay. And then we go like that. I feel like the head back here needs to get like slightly extended with some stuff. Just a little bit. And then we go like that, and like these, and then we go like this. Honestly, that it's kind of giving me Zelda vibes now. This is going to be Drow Zelda, of course, of course. And at this point, I think I'm generally happy with how it looks. So I'm going to just combine all the line art into one piece. Merge layer, and then we're just going to clean up the parts where I need the hair to cover up things. So we're just going to erase this. Screw being non-destructive with my editing. Full destruction. Also, I realized I never stopped my stopwatch, so I don't actually know how long this really took, considering there was like a couple minutes there with some technical difficulties. I'm gonna go ahead and say that was like 5 to 10 minutes of technical difficulties. So we're gonna say like a 7 minutes of technical difficulties. How about that? Okay. Yeah, that works. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and not be a coward. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to at least make a scuffed hand here, because I really do just need to do it for the at least the practice, you know? So hand, on the hip would look like what? Um, like 4 fingers essentially, and the other finger would kinda be going the other way, and we can kinda forget about it, honestly. Like that. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but hey, we got a vague idea, a vague look. Quite frankly, I think the issue is the fingers feel like really short and stubby. But if we extend them a bit, they feel a little bit better. Okay. Coloring time. What base color do we want? I'm feeling if we're gonna be a drow, they're gonna have like grayish, purplish skin. I kind of want to do like I kind of want to do a dark green, or like a greenish overall. So I'm gonna start with this. Because the drows that I'm trying to do for the setting aren't necessarily like, well, no, they're still kind of dicks, but they're a little bit more naturey than the ones you might have in like typical setting. We're doing some homebrew lore. That's what we're doing out here, because they're kind of like not they're not they themselves aren't necessary. Maybe I'll have some that are like more fungus, but they're like vaguely fungus, not I guess maybe worshiping in a way, because it's kind of the idea is that they are affected, like things in the Underdark are affected by the mushrooms. The mushrooms, that's why they're all purplish gray. The mushrooms turn them gray. And that's why the those guys are gray. The dark dwarves are also gray. That's my head canon at least. That's what we're going for. Let's see. Let's cut out some space for these. So if we go like this, and then like this, like that, and then I just need a little bit of hand being free over here. All right. Oh wait. Honestly, just cut all of this out. Fuck it. And then I'll come back to that hand later. Uh, I'm fine with the head being. We'll just cover it over that. That's fine. Maybe a little bit lighter, so it's more readable. Yeah, that probably works. And then deselect. And we just gotta color the hand, the fingies. I really like, sometimes it's more efficient to select an area and then fill it in, but sometimes I really just like the childish urge to to simply color it in by moving my my cursor back and forth. It really just brings a certain kind of joy. All right, I'm gonna steal the color that I used from this other guy over here, though, for the hair. Oh wait, I have it on the wrong selection type. That's not good. That ain't no good. Meow. All right, like this. Du, 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 du. All right, fill that in. There we go. And then we got to get up here. So this should be white. Is Drow's hair always white? I don't actually remember. I feel like it always is though, from what I could tell. Bu- Also, I guess just from a contrast artistic point of view, that's more useful having it like that, more stark contrast. This would also be white, and so would this. Meow. And then we'll do like a little bit of white over here. Do, do, do. Should probably get the eyebrow in here as well, actually. Um, that's also gonna be white. All right, that should be all the hair right there, I think. Cool. And then let's do the whites of the eyes. That's a good idea. And the mouth. Da mouth. This one I'm just gonna select because I'm lazy AF. Like these. And then this goes down in there. And then the teeth go like there. Boom. Sick. And then we'll need to do a mouth color as well to get the dark part of the mouth. Oops. Darken that bad boy. There we go. A little darken. And then I guess we'll do like a purple for the iris. I feel like purple. Just a general good color for this. Let's see. Do. Yeah, definitely a good color. Sick. All right. The base green color though. I'm not a fan of how bright it is. The Underdark, it's a dark place. It needs to be darker. Darker, I tell you, darker. Okay, that's getting closer. Maybe more like desaturated though. Maybe not that dark. If we're doing that desaturated. Like this could work. Like this kind of color, maybe slightly lighter. Like that. I kind of like that color. That's a decent color. Um, and then from here we can just add like a light green for the top ruffle bit, the ruffle bits, like these. Ooh. So amazing. Oh god, that was a really bad following the line. This entire section I missed. All right. Let's see how this looks. Um, select, deselect. Yeah, that kind of works. And then should I also make the sash also the same color as the ruffles? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up looking if we do that. What if I make it dark? Like way darker. Let's see. Uh, eh, I think I'll keep it on the light color. Then it reminds me of like a little like tuft around a mushroom kind of thing. All right. Do I want to add anything else to this? I probably should, I feel like. I think like maybe like a couple of like ooh, star no. Actually stars wouldn't be bad, but what if we do like a mushroom? Mushroom. These are really just arrows up, but pretend they're mushrooms. Yeah, we can just put them on like the top piece there. And that'll keep it simple enough, I think. I do feel like with this section here, it might be good to have a shadow, just hiding some of it. Yeah, that adds like a little bit because I feel like this is a spot where there would be kind of like a significant shadow. So and emphasizing that there would be good. Okay. I think do we want any jewelry? Jewelry is always a nice little addition though. But I'm not sure that this is the time for it though. Maybe we'll just add like a little just a teensy yellow piece, you know, just a teensy little golden bit on top of the other line art. We'll just say like, there you go, like this. Yeah, that works. Cool. All right, time to get a token back for it as well. Copy, make that another group, paste, boom, boom. Make it bigger so I can actually fit it in there proportionally. I think we can shrink this a little bit so it's more like this size. So I guess the hand does get like vaguely shown at the very, very, very edge. All right. And then we go like these, where we will select everything below. Boop. And then we shall cut out the center of the token. And then we make a lovely, lovely transparency mask. And then we invert it. Perfect. Look at that. And then we just have to pick a color. So I could either go for like a purplish or like a green, but what if I go with like this blue green? That could definitely work. Gotta make it lighter though. So like that. And then for the edges. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, sure, why not, you know? I think that works. Cool. Save it. Always gotta save so I don't get fucked over later. That would be great. And I'm just going to copy and paste it onto the side here so I have it for future visual reference. Boom. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let me have a sippy of my drink over here, though. I got to stay hydrated. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. All right, I should probably start my next one. But first, let's take a look at the ducks. How are the ducks doing? What the duck doing, though? All right, we got a disco ball kind of duck, tile duck. We got a I don't know what this one really is, but it has a negative symbol on its front. Okay. We got green duck, glorp, cactus duck, gamer duck. I haven't seen that one before. Octopus duck. Is this the OG duck? This is the missing milk carton duck. That's fucking dark actually. What the fuck? In my calm duck game. Oh wait, there's ducklings over there. Oh, we got the mallard. We got the postcard duck. Send it worldwide. Mr. Worldwide Duck. What the fuck is going on with this one's texture? Is this different from the other one? Or did we already see this guy? Uh I don't know what kind of duck this is. This one has a striped shirt, like the Blue's Clues duck or something. I don't know. Purple. Uh, this one's beat up real bad. Gamer duck part two. And then what the fuck is this one? The is this duck like alive or is it like a mech driven by the duckling? These are the questions we need to know. I need to know the answer to. Egg, egg duck. Okay. I think we. Oh wait, so this no, they are two different ducks. One's just textured weird. Okay. Interesting. Nature is truly fascinating, chat. The rubber duck, is a fascinating species to witness in nature. Let me you got to do your uh your duck call, but it has to be your rubber duck call. So rather, it has to be like, when you squeeze the rubber duck, you got to make that noise. Oh, I crack myself up. All right, back to the action. And by back to the action, I mean back to drawing, which is surely full of action, right? So much action. Also, I forgot to like color the line art in that last one, but I don't think we really needed it because the black purple I use is close enough to like the dark purple of the drow skin color, so I don't see why not. Maybe we'll do another drought. Maybe today is like drow theme day since I was coming up with like lore for them earlier. So yeah, you know what? Let's do another drought, but this one's gonna be mean. All right, this one looks chill and nice. This one, this one's gonna be a real mean person, you know. Um, like this. Ooh, look at that eye shape. So scary. So scary. I feel like it needs to be like this though, like that. Yeah, I think that works. Do I want to bring the eyes in slightly closer? I kind of do. I kind of fucking do. All right, deselect. I also realized my selection was using the subtraction tool, not the addition tool. And we love addition here. All right, angry eyes. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Look at how angry they are. Their brows are nearly vertical. That's just how angry they are. Let's see. Maybe we make this one's like sharper, right? More triangular. The last one was fairly triangular in a way, but like not nearly as triangular as this one's gonna be, you know? All right. What kind of mouth are we gonna do? Ooh, yeah, yeah. We kind of do like a disgusted face, maybe. Mm, trying to think of how I would do that though. I don't think that's necessarily what I'm looking for. That one just feels like they're drooling, you know? Eh. For now, we're just gonna do simple pouty face and call that good enough, you know? The ye old reliable pouty face. Can't go wrong with it, right? Can never go wrong with the pouty face. We'll figure out like the specifics of it later. How about that? Um, okay. Hair, I'll figure out later. We gotta do some necks. Do some neck stuff. Neck and head stuff. Saying it like that sounds kind of weird. Like this maybe. And then maybe this one, they're angry, so they got a weapon, right? They got a sword of some kind, maybe a curved scimitar type sword, maybe. Um, a real nasty thing. Ooh, and then so they go like this, and the hand is like that. And they use both hands. Sure, why not? That works. Why not? Firmly grasp the sword. Firmly grasp. All right. Neck time. Not neck time. Shoulder time. Stop. It's shoulder time. And then hand. If I were to grab with a hand, it would probably look something like this, like that. Oh God. Okay, maybe not exactly like maybe like this. Sure, good enough. Ignore the hand. It doesn't look the greatest, but ignore it. Just pretend it's perfect, and then maybe do like another hand nearby, so it's kind of like underneath here. Or maybe the other hand's nowhere near at all, and it's actually somewhere else completely. Um, maybe the other hand's like, I don't know, just like chilling at the side. Maybe the hand's just kind of down here doing its thing. Yeah, maybe this arm's actually, just kind of chilling and hanging down. And then we can just kind of forget about it, right? By just kind of leaving it down there. Um, add some slight, ever so slight, some slight like triangular setup for booba, and then like this. Yeah, that'll do, I think. And then this arm goes something like that, maybe. This one feels a bit weird, but at the same time, I'm just gonna send it. At this point, we got to get it done. Um, do. All right, and then see what kind of thing do we want for maybe like a V-neck for the shirt. We'll add like a little collar to the V-neck as well. Um, and then maybe let's see. Do we want to add like a strap over top here? So you have a little bit of something going on. I don't know. Oh, we could like turn it into like a robe. Wait a second. Wait a second. I kind of fuck with that. Robe. I fuck with robe. There we go. So we got robe now. Very nice. And then we can still do sash if we wanted to. Maybe sashes are just always a thing. Wording, sir. Which of the things that I said is was bad wording. Also, hello, Linz. How's it going? I guess. Doing from straight. I guess this is the first one where I've done like from straight on. I'm actually really. I fuck with robe. How is that? How is that sus? No, 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 no. I could have. There's probably other things I said that were way susser than that. Nothing wrong with fucking with robe. All right. I just like the robes. They're a nice piece of clothing. Nah, nah, nah. Okay. Okay, buddy. Whatever you say. Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about. Who am I to question the great Linsgoth? And then we'll like put like this. Yeah, yeah, there we go. That'll be like a good shadow, I think, to break up the head from the rest of the body. All right. Hopefully that's good enough. Yeah, that seems fine. Um, Hi, Kate. And exactly. Okay, then. All right. What did this mean machine gonna have for a hairstyle? Oh, wait. I just realized. Wait a second. We got to do um 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 um. We need to do a sleeve for the rope here. We got to make it like hang down a bit, like this maybe. So like go like this, and then the arm will not go like that, and will instead go more like this. If we go like these, like that, I'll have to delete whatever's hiding there, like this. There we go. Perfect. That looks way better. And over here, we gotta make a big thing for the hand as well. All right, that works. Um, let's see which piece is hiding behind there. There we go. Do, do, do. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, add time. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Be alright to back chat once I finish that line here. There we go. All right. BRB. Okay, I'm back. And yes, I washed my hands, all right? I don't want any germs. I gotta kill all the germs. I get a sick pleasure out of eliminating them. One second, I gotta put my. Honestly, I don't know what to call this article of clothing. Is it like a cardigan? I don't know if that's the right term. Cloak, cardigan, thing, sweater. I don't know. All I know is I like it. Okay, chill, buddy. What do you mean, Linz? Is it not every should you not want to kill germs? To kill 99.9% of germs? You know, everyone else, they are all just killing 99.9%, but I spend the time to hunt for that final 0.01%. Germs have family. Well, you know, not anymore, they don't. Don't know what to tell you. Anyways, back to drawing. Um, I don't like how I think this eye needs to be moved in a wee bit. Just a wee bit. That's a little bit better. Ha ha ha, savage. Yes, no mercy, no mercy. I am evil. It's in the tags. It's in the tags, don't wear it out. Nah, I don't maybe this one we make the under eye darker. Let's see. Eh, we'll just kind of keep it as is and we'll just like slightly touch up the side like the top and bottom of the eye to like texture them a bit. There we go. All right. Um, hair. Fuck. I don't like doing hair. I've said it before, but I need to enter the time dilation chamber and just like be fed up slideshow of hair options of various hairstyles, and then I can come up with something from that. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow before I do any stream. The entire day, I'll just be sitting at my computer looking through hairstyles while I do other stuff to just mentally, subconsciously put it into my brain. No one does, it's okay. But you don't understand, Linz. The thing is, I especially don't understand hairstyles. All right. I'm a, you know, I'm a fella of color whose hair is afro. And so that means I can stylize it a couple of ways, but I'm too lazy to do anything. So I just let it be afro and I don't have to like think about it. I don't even have to think about like cutting it. You just kind of let it be as it is. And so hair is like, what is hair? What is styling? It's so far removed from my daily life. Let's see. What if we go like like this? Seems like kind of like a fucker hairstyle, but at the same time, you know, could work. I found the glitch in the matrix. Matrix exactly. Exactly. What if we go like okay, you know that wait. Okay, I might have something here. We might have something here, folks. I kind of like these bangs. Your hair's wavy and short, so you don't even brush it. You see, that's the best part is when you don't have to think about it. Students like to braid it though. Do they put shit in your hair? Actually, how did you braid it short hair? That's got to be pretty tough. Yeah, they do put shit in it. I see. I see. You know, the suffering for your craft. Let's see. What if we do like this, and then we kind of go like that for the rest of the. Mm, Do like this kind of hair, like the bowl cut kind of style, but not really a bowl cut. It's just kind of vaguely like it. Yeah. Just the front bang bowl cut. I think that's a bit too wide though. I think I need to oh, cut down the sides here a bit and like solidify them more here. They find the way to do it by making you almost bald. That's how they braid it. Your English is wacky today. Don't worry, we're all wacky here. We're all wacky down here. Leaving you almost bald. I see. I see. Rather than living you almost bald. I mean, maybe you want to live bald, you know? Commit to it, you know? Nothing to be ashamed of. All right. Just want to get the back of the head here kind of like figured out. Maybe like this. I think I want to like shrink it a little bit though. I think it feels like it's too wide at the moment, honestly. It feels a wee bit too wide, but not like I don't want to make it too much shorter though, because then it's gonna, you know, you know, you feel me, boss? I am bald. Is it good? I guess it depends. Do you consider the horns to make me like fully bald? Because yes, I guess I am bald, but like I feel like the horns, they kind of like they fill it in. No, no, as in the horns make me bald. Bald means no hair. Well, you can't prove I don't have eyebrows. Maybe I have like maybe I have a widow's peak directly where my blindfold is, and you just don't see it, and that's the only piece of hair I kept is my widow's peak. Or maybe I have hair in the back of my head and you don't see it. Maybe I have a fucking rat tail. You don't know. You don't know what my hair is in the back of the head. You don't know what's going on back there. uh we're never gonna turn around. All right. The model will never turn around because there are horrors that are best left unseen, honestly. Probably. All right, that kind of works for the head. Um, I do want to add like a little bit of that, like this. So maybe not that. Maybe like that. This maybe. I guess so. Um, I don't want it to like look weird though here. Maybe that. You hate it here? This logic is too good. I'm just a logic god. I don't know what to tell you. I spent years, years. I mean, actually, I did do computer science in college, and computer science effectively is just a bunch of logic, right? It's all about logic. It's all about, which bits are ones and which ones are zeros, and if you care about it's ifs and ands and buts and ors, it's all logical. All right. Do I want to do anything to the rest of this robe here? I don't know if I do. I feel like I want to add like some kind of like detail, but I'm not sure what I would add really. Maybe we make it like have weird like the shoulders aren't connected to the dress. It would look kind of weird. But at the same time, we're doing fantasy clothing, so why not, you know? Why not get wacky with it? And then maybe we don't do it on elbows either. So the pointy parts of the body. You know what? Yeah, that I think that adds like a certain touch to it, you know? It really do. It really do be adding a touch. Let's see. I need to move the eyes in a little bit more. Just a wee bit more. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. That feels a bit weird. I feel like the face is kind of like good, but at the same time it's fucking scuffed. um, you know? I don't know what to tell you. Don't logic. Stay dumb, kids. Yeah, don't go don't go to school. Drop out. Drop out and become a streamer. I'm sure that will work out great for you, right? Squish the head a bit. Surely, I mean, it's better than being on the street. I mean, that is true. That is true. There we go. And then I have to clean up this eye here. Potentially just cut away all of this stuff that the hair would cover. Let's see, like this. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And we got to cut off this section over here. There we go. Yeah, sure, that works. I feel like the eyes are like slightly, oops, are slightly pointing different directions. So I got to fix that. 1 second. I feel like we're a bit lazy eyed, you know? Let's see. I think this one also needs to get fixed a bit. Nah, that was a superpower. What being lazy eyed? Iguana man. The power to look in two directions at once. I think this was good. And then maybe we like angle the eye a bit differently so it looks goes up more like that. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. And then yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna add a sword. I completely forgot I was gonna add a sword this entire time. I could watch anime without missing any context as Iguana Man. You're so right. I wouldn't have to like, you know, because I am okay. I haven't watched anime in quite a while, but when I do, I always watch subtitled. Okay, none of that dubbed shit. Get that out of here. Because my brain doesn't like seeing the mouth move differently than the words being spoken. I hate it. So I would have to you watch subbed, which means I could, I can't just listen. So, that would be a useful superpower. We shake hands, fucking shake hands, sonic boom goes off like in Full Metal Alchemist. I forgot their names when the two buff guys shake hands. It's like that. All right, we're gonna add a sword here, curved sword because I want a curved sword. I want it to be curvy. I think this needs to be a bit longer though. And by a bit longer, I mean a lot longer. And then we gotta put the handle here. And then we gotta get the like these. And like this. You know exactly who I meant. The husband of the lady and the blonde general. Yeah, exactly. You know who I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll have to watch Full Metal Alchemist. It's been a long time. Could use the nostalgia, you know? All right. Let's see. All of this will get cut off. There we go. Clear that out. There we go. And then we do a little line because all swords need a line for some reason. It's just, just it's necessary. It's legally required for a sword to have a line. The question is, where should the line be going? I feel like it should go on like near the edge, right? To indicate the where we've sharpened the blade. I guess that's probably what the line is indicating, where they sharpened the blade. So on a curved sword like this, it's only going to be on the one side. All right. I think that should be good. On to coloring. Color time. And I'm just going to steal the color over here and shift it slightly, give them slightly a different skin tone than the rest. Um, let's see. I also probably should have picked a base color to work on first. So after I put down the skin tone, I'm going to figure out what color. Maybe we'll go for like a red or like a pink for this character. Because the other one I did a green. So maybe try something a little different. A wee bit different. Because I'm not really feeling a yellow. I feel like yellow in the Underdark, that ain't happen. I mean, actually, I guess it could. But I feel like greens, blues, red, wacky, glowy colors are better than yellow. Yellow feels very surface coated. Yeah, imagine being surface coated. Couldn't be me, okay? I live in the dark. I live in a cave like a gremlin. All right, and then okay, get the base color. Let's do like a burgundy, kind of like my one of my my cloak, like my cloak color ish. You know, I could see this being me. This is me for real, with the sword. Hey, if I got a sword, that's pretty sick. Technically, I did do kendo in college, so I know like the tiniest bits of sword stuff. I'm not going to call myself a professional. I'm not even going to call myself an amateur, but I know the tiniest bits. Yeah, I did kendo. Oh, you meant the cave part. I do live in a cave though. I don't go outside very often. That is true. Yeah, I did kendo because essentially not to brag or anything anybody, but I managed to get like college credit in high school, so I didn't need um how do I explain it? I didn't need to take a full course load for like my junior and senior years. So I only had to do the bare minimum to get like a full time student. And then I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted. So there would be like 9 credits that I actually like had to do, but then I had to like fill out like 4 or 5 more credits with other shit. And so I said, I don't know, I guess I'll just do kendo and just fuck around. And so I did. He is bragging. uh, so that's what I did. I guess in theory I could have graduated early, but I don't want to do that. That's way too much effort. I kind of like the pink. I do fuck with it. But we're going to have to figure out where I want the pink to stay in the design. Maybe I'll keep it as like the dress color. I don't know. We'll see. Next up, take the hair color of the drow. Luckily, I don't have to think about the drow hair color. It's always white. As far as I know, it's always white. Super cool. Congrats. Oh, thanks. I barely remember anything. All I remember is sitting in like the pose where you sit on your knees, like your legs are like flat to the ground. It's super painful. It's really fucking painful and I hated it. It was the worst thing ever. Um so yeah, I don't recommend unless maybe I was just not flexible. Maybe I didn't do enough yoga. But yeah, that hurt. And the best part, you had to do yelling. Like yelling was literally required. You couldn't just swing the bamboo sword. You had to yell. So we all got to yell like idiots. It's fun. Good times, good times. You have to get used to sitting like that. Yeah, and I did not. I never got used to it. I did not do it nearly often enough to get used to it. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with never sitting like that again. The same with the Asian squat. You could do that, but it's just practice. Yeah. People far stronger than me will have to do it. Go on in my go on, do it for me, please. Do it for the both of us. I feel like I need to change the mouth shape. Like I feel like I need a more interesting shape than just like mm, mm, okay, wait. I kind of like something maybe not exactly like that, but that kind of like vibe. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with like I'm also not good at mouths. Mouths are not one of my specialties. Maybe they're screaming while swinging the sword. Maybe. Although I guess their sword is kind of like in there. You know what? I'll come back to the mouth in a second. I'll come back after I've finished coloring other pieces. Um, Also, I noticed over here my coloring's fucked up. I colored outside the lines. I get an F. I failed kindergarten. Send me back to kindergarten. There we go. And then the sword is gonna be like, maybe. What if we make the sword not just like silver? What if we make it like a silvery green? Make it wacky colored. I think that would be fun. It's fantasy. I can do whatever I want in fantasy. It's crazy. How dare I color outside the lines? Oh no, am I gonna get shot in front of my salad? Oh no, the salad's ruined now. Whatever will we do? I kind of like the slightly green tint to it, you know? I kind of fuck with that. I kind of fuck with that. You like it's complementary to the pink. I'm gonna pretend like that was an intentional decision because I honestly forget to think about color theory when I'm doing any coloring. I just kind of like, oh, it looks good enough. It looks good enough to me. That's usually how my brain works. All right, there we go. Now, let's see. Let's get a little. the trim here. I feel like the trim. What if we do like a yellow, a pale yellow for the trim? Let's see how that looks. Well, I guess I gotta select all of it first. That would definitely help. Honey, no one is actively thinking about color theory while coloring. And if they do, it's all lies. Okay, well, that's good to know. I'm glad I'm not alone. It kind of like, eh. Let's see. What if we just do like a pink, another kind of pink, like a slightly duller light pink, maybe? Yeah, that's just easier and works. It just works. It just do. There we go. We'll just do that. Perfect. Um, very nice. Just pretend you know what you're doing. Ooh woo. Very important to ooh woo while I'm pretending I know what I'm doing. And somehow you get commissioned things. I see. I see. I'm learning. I'm learning. The ooh woo is very important. It's a crucial step in the process, you see. Hmm. See, I'm trying to make it angry, but I feel like I always end up making them look happy. Wait, this one. Hmm. Okay. Wait, that could work. This could work. Here we go. I got something that I might enjoy. This brings joy. This does not bring joy. I just gotta like figure out how big I want the mouth to be. Just don't tell that to your clients. I almost got it in some attempts. Wait, he's cooking? He's cooking? Does he have it? Does he know what he's doing? Is he the greatest artist of all time? Real and true? Maybe. Okay, no, no. I think I vaguely remember like people saying like when you're drawing mouths, you should try and do like trapezoids. And I kind of see it. I kind of see it now. Now that I'm like actively thinking about it, I go like, yeah, you know what? That works. Yeah, that fucking works. I'm gonna have to touch up the. Oh God, where are my lines? Okay, there we go. I think I need to move the nose though, a little bit up maybe, and add like a slight hint of a line. Yeah, that works. All right, coloring time. Coloring time. No clickbait. Look at you knowing things. I know. I amaze myself sometimes. Sometimes, I truly just go Super Saiyan and I recall the darndest things. Where is my phone though? Because I was doing a stopwatch to see how long this took me, but something tells me I forgot to restart the stopwatch on this drawing. And the answer is yep, I forgot to do it. God damn it. Fuck. I don't know how long this took. I don't know how long this one took. I'm hoping it was less than 30 minutes, but it might have been more than 30 minutes. We'll never know. Um, yeah, I think this one's good. Slightly darken the nose here, like that. And then I think I'll be all happy. You like it? I am Picasso. Yeah, I am like Picasso. I even can be like, it wasn't he kind of a dick though? I could be that too, you know? to truly emulate. And then we're gonna make the color of the line art like a dark purple, maybe. See how that turns out. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh wait, I gotta clean up like this a little bit here. I feel like I want to darken, not darken, but I want to thicken one side of this at least. Just a little bit. We'll thicken it a little bit. There we go. Nice. You do you, boo. Thanks, Lens. Thanks. All right, cool. Now we got our angry drow. We had our friendly one, kind of, and now we have an angry one. Perfect. Let's get the token. Boom. Boom. Grab that. Thick lines are yummy, good to show perspective. Yeah. I think I'm just a lot of the lines here actually look about the same size, but I'm like starting to enter my so I'm all self-taught here. I'm all self-taught here, chat. And so I've learned bits and bits things over time. I'm not saying my anatomy is the greatest, but it's definitely better than what it was before. So that was my anatomy arc, but now I'm entering my like line weight arc, I would say, where I like mess with line weight more and more. And I like I use brushes that I can more easily mess with my line weight, and I'm like really enjoying fucking around with line weight. Although I'm looking at this drawing, and a lot of the lines actually look like they're about the same size. But ignore this one. This one's an anomaly. You feel represented with the Angie one. This is you, Lens, for real, on the screen. Another self-taught buddy. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I ain't got time for art school. I doxed you. Oh, whoopsies, oopsies, oopsies. Damn, it must be really hard to be a drow in Earth in the 21st century. I can't imagine how hard it must be for you. I'm sorry. Oops. I just realized is the sword even gonna be in picture? I might need to I might need to slightly increase the size of the token just so I can see the sword is there, you know? 'Cause I think having the sword there is kind of like important-ish to the character so that I can have them as a sword wielder. All right, that should be good. Oops. I need to get a new mouse. My current mouse is like dying on me. It is not having fun. Very hard. Hashtag too cool for this world. Damn. That's crazy. That's so crazy. And then invert that. There we go. You can kind of see the sword. I hope people realize it's a sword in token form, but good enough. All right. Copy, paste it, add to my wall of tokens. Add it to the list. Nice. Very nice. I like it. I like it. All right. Should I do another drow? I feel like I could just do like a thematical. That way I don't have to think super hard. I just keep doing. Yeah, this is my wall of tokens, the ones that I particularly like. I really like this one the most, the one with the half mask. It's just got like that's an antagonist right there. You definitely know that's gonna be an antagonist in the campaign or something. I don't know what they're gonna do. I also really like the clown one because this one made no sense when I made it, and I think it's just funny to have a clown. It's super creative. Thanks. See, I kind of want. Maybe I'll do another drow, but this one I kinda wanna, like, add something interesting, right? Because this one had a sword, swords are cool, but they're not, like, unique or interesting, and I kinda wanna do, like, a character where I draw, like they're like a druid type, and you could draw, like, fungus on them. I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off, but by God, we can try. We can fucking try, and so that's what we're gonna do. The half and half face looks like a cinnamon roll, but it's the villain at the end, and no one expected it. "You've fallen for my plan all along, heroes. You fools." I'm always, like, a big fan of, like I feel like this is, like, once upon a time, this was not, like, the cliche, but now it is, but I'm a big fan of, like, white and gold, like, angelic kind of theme being evil, just because I think it's a sick combo. I just think it's a really fucking sick combo, alright? If you play League of Legends, I'm a big fan of Kale. I like the look. I don't know what to tell you. Um, yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Also, I feel like most of the drow I need to make whammon, because drow are kinda all about whammon. Let's see, I think the eyes are a bit big compared to the rest of the head, so let's shrink them a wee bit. Or maybe they aren't too big. Oh, like these. Like these. You respect me for that hot take. Yes, the very totally hot take, and not like I feel like it's really common in like movies now because like like the 40 years before this, it wasn't common. So they completely just did the exact opposite, which was that and overcorrected. And now like the boring old good and evil is more unique. It's crazy how shit works. All right, that's good. Touch up. Oh, I forgot to time myself. 1 second. I'm not too far into it. I can still time it. Crazy how the tables turn. Yes, how the turntables, as they would say. How the turntables. I'm actually not an Office fan. That's my real hot take. I'm not a fan of The Office. I mean, it's like an all right show, but I don't like it that much. Fuck, I have the wrong selection tool. Fix that. But like everyone wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Never saw it? Don't worry, you're not missing too much. There's some funny bits. There's definitely some funny bits in there, but there's plenty that are kind of like whatever, you know? I mean, I literally just used a phrase from it, so clearly it has some good things to it. Let's see. All right, we're doing another drow, so we gotta need the pointy ears. We love pointy ear. Chat, I actually do have like a semi pointy ear myself, unintentionally without trying. I don't know why my ear be like that, but it do be like that. That's an identifying feature. All right, chat. So if you ever see someone with a pointy ear, assume it's me. Just assume it's me. That's how it works. Only one ear though. You don't watch series, to be honest. Yeah, I feel you there. Honestly, I don't really watch much either. Like, I don't think I really watch series. Like, I mostly just watch YouTube and Twitch. I definitely don't watch movies, although I'm slowly changing that. I'm trying to like watch like one movie every week or like every other week on a weekend when I'm feeling bored, just to like so how do I explain it? I'm at like a okay. This is the thing, Chad. I've entered the state where I'm like, I have to be productive all the time. but not for like not for like a job or anything, but like I gotta learn my hobby. I'm gonna do I gotta clean the house. I gotta but I'm like, okay, so I gotta sit down and watch a movie to empty my brain so I can save my brain power. So it's like a test for myself. Finding Waldo, but it's finding the ear of K in the wild. Oh no, he's an adult. You. What do you? Oh, never mind. What do you mean? Oh, never mind. That's pretty adult of me. That's pretty adult of me. He's one of us. What do you mean by one of us? I feel like there's a variety of things you could be looping me into here. All right, there we go. That's a better eye. No, okay, it's not. Let's be honest. That is just dissociation. I have no idea. I don't know what it is. I know it's in my brain, and that's how my brain be. Like chat, you don't understand. Like right now, I am maximizing my efficiency because I need to make these tokens for my D&D, right? Well, I don't need to make them, but I wanted to make them. And by making these tokens for my D&D, I am also practicing my drawing skills, right? So I'm doubling on effective efficiency with that. And I'm streaming it on Twitch for a Twitch stream because I don't know what else I wanted to stream today. So we're tripling down on the efficient. It's so efficient. It's so fucking efficient. It brings a fucking tear to my eye. It's really so beautiful. And that's why I'm one of us. Okay, okay. Okay then. You know what? I don't know who the us is still, but it makes sense. You know, I understand. The royal us. We are efficient weebs and nerds. We're all weebs down and weebs and nerds. I'm more of a nerd though. I'm not really a weeb anymore. That was middle school level K, not modern day K. I feel like this face is actually really strangely I think it's a little bit more detailed than the other ones. It feels more detailed. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was gonna do like the fungal growth thingies. Um, let's see. This face feels like when I look at it, get masculine vibes. So we'll double down on that. How about that? Um, let's see. Oh, that's a bit of a too big of a brow. Bring it in a bit. That's closer. That's better. Um, the more you practice, the more natural it comes to you. You actually like the face so far. Well, that's good. I'm glad I made a face people like and not one that they hate. Since you would tell me if you hate a face, right? You would tell me though, right? I need to make a more interesting hairstyle than just like short, vaguely spiky hair. dot dot dot. Damn, Lynn's hates me. She doesn't wanna tell me the truth. I can handle it, I swear. I won't crash out or ban you or time you out. I appreciate you. Ah, ah, ugh. Okay, unironically, that's like the easiest way to make me cringe so fucking hard, okay? It's not like oh man, streamer gets embarrassed with compliments. It's like, nah, it's like it's that it hurts. It literally fucking hurts. It's like you're pouring salt on a slug. We only work in roundabout compliments here, okay? You can only do backhanded compliments. That's all that's allowed. All right? That's all that's allowed here. Cause you will. I know you. You know me? Oh my god, Linz knows me. She's doxed me and figured out my information. It's crazy. That's so crazy. He has a pointy ear, just one though. That is true. That is a known fact. Watch as like someone like scours the internet for every photo of people since the beginning of time to find one person with a kinda pointy ear. You know, I would honestly be kind of impressed at that point. That's a lot of work. Let's see. I feel like what if we go for like all right. I kind of want to go for like a super deep V-neck here because that just I don't know. I'm going for like a spore druid, and something tells me that's what they would wear, and so we're going with the super deep V-neck now. Um, like this. There we go. Clavicle. Oh god, I hope you don't have parasocial people. That would be fucked. I don't think so. I think everyone in my chat are reasonable people. All right, chat, this is me complimenting you. I all think you are reasonable and at least maybe not normal. In fact, most of you are normal, but like you're not crazy, and that's cool. Yep, that's my compliment. dot dot dot. Mm, owie. I hit my drink glass against my tooth. Ah, and you're nagging at me for saying I appreciate you, and you handle that compliment. Well, it wasn't a full. It was the. I did say like I allow backhanded compliments, and I did give a backhanded compliment. I called everyone here weird. I just said they're not super weird. I just said you're all fucking weirdos. You're just not a crazy weirdo. Karma. uh, oh man, I just looked over at my OBS and my I chat, you don't understand how much I love my new model. I fucking love the fact that its arms move when I talk. I think it's the cutest and the funniest shit at the same time. It's amazing. It's perfect. I did originally want to do it like when I like really scream and get really loud, it'll shake too, but I didn't figure out how to do that. That's a potential future upgrade we'll do. It's super cute. Thank you. It's not cute. It's fearsome and mighty. Very fearsome and mighty. Maybe I should add that as a tag for my stream. Fearsome and mighty. One second. Let me add that. Da. Let's see. Tag fearsome and mighty. There you go. Newest tag on stream. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. All right, back to my drawing. How the fuck am I gonna draw like fungus on the character, right? Hmm. Like, what's a good way to do that? I guess it's like you could kind of have like kind of like if we think of like peak, we do like shelf shroom kind of situation where it kind of goes like that, right? And then comes up like this, and then you kind of go like this, and you kind of like rings around it like that. Yeah, that kind of works. Like yeah, kind of like mini clouds in a way. But I don't know how to make it like we'll see. Like the clicker, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's kind of what we're going for. Because in theory, in my D&D lore, in theory, the fungus is like it's like it's a bit of a like hive mind slash. It doesn't take over your body, but it's like you know how like there's certain like parasites or whatever that like make animals want to do certain things or whatever, like certain actions more. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Ads coming up in 5 minutes. Quickly, I gotta figure something out now. I guess I could also just add like a mushroom kind of going like this. Like that would just work if I did that. It would look kind of scuffed, but it would work. Let's see. So what do I want to do with the arms here? I'm feeling like maybe the arms like you go like this and it's like holding like a staff, right? So we got like a big stick here, and then we got another arm going here like that. So two hands on stick up here, stick actually mushroom maybe. Hmm? Stick mushroom? What think? What do? I don't know. We'll figure that out. Super cool concept. The fungus man. Thank you. Two hands in this economy? Crazy. I know. It's crazy. I didn't believe it myself when I thought of it, but I felt I wanted to really go out on a limb here and do something really unique, like have two hands. I know it's very rare to see that in media, but I said, you know what? I'll be the one who does it because somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to be the one to start the new trend. And, I did it. I was the first one to do it at the wee age of 5 years old. And ever since, they've been having characters with two hands. They've been having two hands, and it's crazy. It's crazy, what kind of influence I had as a wee bab. All right. So you actually got to draw the hands here. Um, as I look at my hand, as I firmly grasp an object. Okay, so we'll do like knuckles kind of here. Classic, exactly. All right, that'll have to do. Then we go like this. The arm feels really long, but it'll have to do. Being my own reference, I just look in the mirror and say, "Wow, I'm such a great fucking model. I'm gorgeous. I'm gorgeous as fuck." I look in the mirror and say, "Slay. Let's go." There you go. That's the stick. And then we'll erase this bit here and this bit here. Hell yeah, no self-deprecation. I'm not really like I guess I kind of am self-deprecation joke coded, but I think I do it sometimes, but I try not to do it too much. I like to be ego joke. I like to do ego jokes more. Every now and then I got to put myself in check though. I do ego jokes and I let other people put me in check. That's how it works. Stay humble. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Linz. Otherwise, I very well may fly off into the atmosphere. Be like K. Yes, everyone should be exactly like me. I am perfection. That is true. Very real and true. All right, ads are going to start in a couple seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up this last little bit here I wanted to do, and then we'll take a bit of a break. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, break time. Wait, they didn't actually start yet, did they? Well, I guess they didn't actually start. It said it started in 2 minutes, and then the timer said it was 2 minutes were over, but they didn't actually start. What the fuck is this? And now we gotta sit here awkwardly, Chad. Now we're gonna just sit here awkwardly while I wait for the ads to start. Up there they go. Uh, Yep, already have 2 hours, huh? Okay. Okie doke. I am back. Yeah, the ad break did kind of troll me there. It did kind of fucking troll me. That is true. All right. Back to it though. Now time to draw the second hand on top of this one. So we're going to welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to think about how the fingers would look. So I think this would be like the thumb. Right about here would be a thumb. And then we get like knuckles here, kind of like that. The hand goes like this. And we'll just do like, honestly, let's see. Fingy there, fingy there, fingy there. Good enough. You realize this is the first time you see me full body. I I have legs. I Jesus Christ, Linz, you can't just look at my legs. That's scandalous. My legs are my my legs are for my viewing only. Everyone knows that. No, I do have legs. I also have a tail. These are no these are K-Tag facts. These are new K-Tag facts. Yeah, I had to like when I was coming up with how the legs would look, I was like, I really didn't know. Because, previously as just being a torso based being, which layer did I put this on? Jesus Christ. Okay. Um, being a torso based being, uh, I had to figure out how I was gonna like make my legs somewhat interesting. Sorry, you're too lewd apparently for seeing legs. I yeah, we're doing like Victorian era kind of modesty here. Um, but yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to do for my legs because I wanted to, because as we've kind of stated before slash established, K-Tag is terrible at coming up with fashion, right? And so I had to come up with fashion. Not so I already came up with this fashion for my top, but I'm like, okay, how the hell am I gonna make the legs not just like jeans? I know how to draw jeans. I see those all the time. But some believe it or not, chat, I don't think I'm gonna be wearing fucking jeans. I don't think I'm gonna be a demon wearing jeans. Or I guess I'm not a demon. Thank you very much. I'm a devil. But but I had to make them still like vaguely interesting. And so I just threw some patches on there. Technically on a larger model of this, I have like pockets as well, like just random pockets, but like I figured that kind of broke it up a little bit. And then if you mess around with the colors in such a way that it's not like too saturated or contrasting, it doesn't draw the eyes too much from the face, I think. You love the accessories in your tail. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, I made the tail and then I'm like, this is too plain. Let's add some jewelry to it. Essentially, that's how a lot of my jewelry ended up where it is, where you see it is right now. I put my horns on, I'm like, "Damn, I like the horns, but they feel kinda plain. Let's throw some jewelry on it. Oh, I like the tail, feels kinda plain. Let's throw some jewelry on it. Oh, I like the cloak." And then I tried, like, a couple different pattern designs and, like, they're alright, but then I'm like, "You know what? Let's throw some jewelry on it." And it fucking worked. It just fucking works. I skipped no ankles, went straight. Don't see my whole leg. Yeah, I'm actually if you think about it, I'm actually incredibly like I'm covered up, Chad. All right, you see my head, you see my hands, you see my tail. That's it. All right, I don't show shit, and I actually tend to wear clothing like this too. Like I wear a turtleneck. I hate shorts. I don't believe in shorts. Okay, shorts are for workouts only. That's it. Otherwise, never wearing them. Can't be basic. No, 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 never. Yes, exactly. I'm very unique and special. Look at me. Very unique, very special. All right. Let's figure out hairstyle here. Even if it's hot outside, even if it's hot outside. Cause I this might just be like being crazy, but like if it's hot out and you're wearing like long clothing, it's not like it's just kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's like you don't get like the sun directly on your skin, so you don't get as much heat from that, and like it doesn't feel that bad. Like, I'm not running a marathon out here. uh, but yeah, I'm a shorts hater. I don't like my legs being exposed, not because of like, oh my god, scandalous, but because like I don't know, feels weird. This is a K-Teg fact. Fun facts with K-Teg. All right, back to figuring out my hairstyle. Um, am I secretly a goth? We hate the sun touching our skin. Maybe honestly, I think there's many things where in like an alternate time. See, in an alternate timeline, I probably was a goth. I also think in an alternate timeline, I was a theater kid because I wasn't a theater kid growing up. I think I've become more of a theater kid as I've grown up. Actually, is the funny thing. But yeah, I don't know. I could be a goth. I do like, some gothic type music. Oh, I actually went so when I went on vacation to like Portland, I went to this like goth bar because they had like a band I wanted to see. That was pretty sick. You can see me as the theater kid? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't fight this accusation because it's kinda true at this point. Unfortunately, it is true, I'm sorry to say. But, it's useful for things, it's useful being a theater kid, because otherwise I wouldn't be streaming here probably. It's a compliment. No, 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 no. There's a it can be a compliment, but there's a certain connotation, alright? When I grew up, there was a certain connotation to being a theater kid. Kappa, of course, of course. But no, I don't wear all black, so I'm not like all black color clothing coded to be a goth. I'm more of an earthly texture kinda fella, you know? Not texture, colors. Let's see, hairstyle. What if we go for like some medium hair, like medium length hair? How's this look? Um Let's see. Okay, actually, that reminds me. Okay, this is the funniest thing to me. Also somewhat not really embarrassing, but it's like, I don't know. Here, first I'm gonna read this. Earthly texture. Yep, you understood that. It made sense to you. Okay, that's good. But the funniest thing, chat. Okay, the best way to describe how my aesthetic for like things, for like music and all this other kinds of stuff is I don't use TikTok, chat, right? Let it be known, I don't use TikTok. I don't want to. I don't want to like rob my brain, whatever, right? But I find that the music I end up listening to, I find completely separately from TikTok. Sometimes even before it blows up on TikTok, I listen to that music. And then it ends up being TikTok music, and then they blow the fuck up. And then I'm like, well, I guess I'm just like TikTok adjacent coded. That's me. That's what I'm known for. We rot in Twitch instead of TikTok. Exactly. I rot my brain by like watching people talk about whatever the fuck we talk about on Twitch. Which also lines up with the theater kid accusations because, I feel like TikTok is very theater kid brained. All right, back to my hair though. Wait, what what if we did like the no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Is it? I don't know about that, buddy. Well, I guess I don't know. I feel like it is, but maybe I'm wrong, you know? Yes. Like the bike. I don't even know what it's called, but like you know what? I'll make a character like that eventually. Not today, but it would be funny to have one NPC with that hairstyle because it would just like I think the people would love it. I think the people would indeed love it. All right, maybe this one we don't do like any like crazy bangs and we just kind of do like the hair kind of just goes around, And maybe it's just like I kind of want to do like a bun style thing going on here. We'll just like kind of have the hair go like that. Maybe we'll have to like play with the hairline a little bit. Maybe like one little like rogue hair going like that. mm, that works. Please do one. It reminds you of the character from Danganronpa. Oh yeah, I never played the video games, but I do remember like watching all of like the cutscenes from that, like the death and accusation cutscenes. Those were always fucking sick. He's becoming Samurai Jack. You know, maybe they are becoming Samurai Jack. You know, surprisingly, I never actually watched much of Samurai Jack. I feel like it was around my time, but who knows? Um, but on YouTube started recommending me fucking videos of Scaramouche, the Samurai Jack villain, and I fucking love it. That's one of my favorite things I've learned in the modern day. Like Samurai Jack, baby. Come on, babe. I fucking love that. All right. We got to figure out what we're doing with the staff. Is it becoming a big mushroom? Maybe. Let's see. What does it look like if I do like this? It kind of works. Let's see. We go like these. Oh wait, that's not really accurate. I need it to be more like this, I think. There we go. Go like that. Here we go. That could be cute like this. And then you just have like the I forget what they're called, but these thingies underneath. Maybe it's a toxic mushroom, Chad. Mushrooms are scary, honestly. Like you could not convince me to eat a non like typical store mushroom. I don't even know what those mushrooms are called that you find in the store. Um, yeah, that works. Obviously, you got to add some spots to it so people definitely know it's a mushroom. Should know the name as a teacher, but you're too dumb to remember what the type of mushroom. Oh, like these things on the inside. Yeah, who knows? The world may never know. It's been lost to scientists since the beginning of time. There we go. All right. Where else should I add mushrooms? I think I want a line on the collar just to have like another color going on here. But then we do like what? What do we do? Where do I put the mushroom though? Where mushroom go? Maybe I guess we could go like over here, kind of like this, and it kind of goes like this, and then you go like this, right? And then you kind of go like, all right, kind of comes along the arm like this, and then where is the arm on my thingies here? Which one of you is the arm? I should probably just combine most of them at this point. I think the line art's mostly done. Fuck, I just realized I freaking forgot to restart my stopwatch so I would know how long this is taking me. No! Gills, that's what they're called. Thank you. Thank you. Makes sense. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. We got a little mushroom. A little mushroom. Um, and then we could also do like a couple growing from the back, maybe like this. I feel like I need like moss or something kind of like growing as well, but I'm not sure exactly where or how I would do that, you know? First, I'm going to also get my neck shadow in, my only shadow that I draw, because I cannot be bothered coloring the rest. I'm sorry. I'm not helping by keeping track of your time as well. Maybe in his hair. Let's see. I'm curious, like what I would like tiny mushrooms popping out, maybe. Whoop, whoop. And then like maybe one up here, like that. And then we erase this bit here. Use one with the forest. Exactly, exactly. Very fungus. A very fun guy. I'll see myself out. uh, maybe we just like have some stains on the robe, honestly. Like that might just work. Act as a way to make it look a little bit, a little visual difference, you know? You feel me? Let's see, and then maybe like on the hand as well. I think that should be good. I don't need you're gonna unfollow. No, Lids, no. I can't lose my favorite chatter. All right, go like this. On to coloring. I don't need to go overboard with the mushrooms. I think this is good enough to get the idea of what's going on. People will get the gist. All right. How are we gonna do colors? I don't want to do I don't want the mushroom to be the typical like red and white. Am I saying that so you stay? No, Linz. I would never like lie to you for reasons like that. I would never. No, you are indeed a fun chatter. I feel like we have some fun banter. We like to have fun here. I'm not being a liar. I'm being 100% genuine. No joke on God, for real, no cap. You are a fun guy. See, now I get to be like, all right, I'm not going to time you out for that because I made the joke already. But if I didn't already make the joke, I would have timed you out for that. Um, my goodness. We have fun here. We have fun here. Do, do, do. Okay, I think that's everything mostly selected at this point. Let's fill it in with a color of my choosing. Ooh, I wonder if there's like a way to kind of make like oh wait, fuck. Did I I didn't get rid of this weird opacity layer. And so now it's fucking it up and I have to get rid of it manually by hand. This sucks. Oh well. As long as I get most of it, that's fine. Clean up, clean up, clean up the opacity. Clean up, clean up. There we go. Up. There we go. I'm starting to think you just want to time me out. It is very funny to time people out is the thing. It is very funny, and I don't think enough streamers do it, for jokes at least. Hashtag cancel K. No! I don't deserve it. I don't deserve this. Let's see. Like I don't know, something about just having someone leave the space that you're in is just so funny. Like whenever I'm in Discord with people and we're like bantering and I want to like over exaggerate my anger, I just leave the Discord and then I come back like 2 minutes later. It's the funniest thing. Or like it doesn't happen anymore because they've grown wise to my ways of but in discords where I had like mod powers, someone would say something that's super minor and unimportant, like I don't know, like I like pineapple on pizza. I don't actually care about pineapple on pizza. It's perfectly fine. But they might say something like that, and then I'd be like, all right, and then I gotta kick them from the server for fun. It's so funny. I will wait for my ukulele apology. I'm sorry, Lynn. This is not a rain stream. We do not have ukulele apologies here. We don't do that. We don't do that here. Yeah, I am evil for that, and that's why it is quite literally, it is quite literally an unofficial rule now that I am never allowed to have mod or admin powers in any Discord server that my friends are in ever again. Um, because I've done it too many times, and so yeah, one day someone will crack though, and will give me admin powers, and I'll have my reign of terror until I'm put down. But what it does mean is I actually get my own special role in everything, specifically for me, K-Teg. Usually, it's I think I forgot which server it is I'm in, but, like, I can't even change my name there anymore. Only me. If you ever become a streamer, you will not give me mod powers. Linz, I would be a great mod, though. I would be a great mod. I think I could be very professional. Actually, you know what? Even as a mod, timing people out can be kind of funny if they make mild things to go against them. Yeah, you know what? Maybe maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. I'm just thinking about how many times I would have done that for like streamer I've seen. I'm like, yeah, yeah. No, I probably still would do it. I've learned nothing. And you, nah, because you will time you out and you'll be the streamer. Can I even time out? Is it even possible to time out the streamer? I don't think it is. But that would be funny now that you say it. That is true. If it was possible, I probably would do it. That is true. Damn, Linz, you want you know me so well. All right, what color should we do for like the weird? I guess moss. It's a green, so we should probably make it like a green. Should we make the shirt? I want to. I don't want the shirt to be green though. I want it to be a different color. Um, let's just do the hair for now, since hair is always white. We love drow with white hair. That is what they do. That is what they be doing, yo. I guess technically we could dye their hair. In my D&D world, we have all the fancy anime hair colors, like bright blue and a bright pink. Plink? Pink. Plink, plink. Yes, my favorite color, plink. Everyone loves plink. Plink plunk. All right, I gotta redo that selection because I fucked it up. No. I know you can time out yourself. So, Linz, that actually does remind me of something. I was like I haven't done it yet, and I might not do it, but I might do it. We'll see. I did one of my redeem ideas when I was coming up with redeem ideas was a redeem that was timeout roulette. So someone could redeem it and it would randomly time somebody out for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. That was a redeem idea I had. And I might still do it. The only issue is if you time out a mod, I believe they lose their mod powers, and that would be problematic. It could be fun. I know, that's what I'm saying. And then, but the real thing is if you're in a if you're in a room and there's only like two chatters, it's just the chatters just gonna time themselves out all the time. It is so funny. Oh my god. Uh so good, so good. This brings me just stupid amounts of joy. I don't know why. I don't get it. It just does. It just be like that. That's what makes it even better. I guess, if people don't understand, statistics, and their odds of getting hit, then, yeah, I guess they had it coming. Alright, maybe I'll make, like, a brown, earthy maybe no, maybe I'll do, like, an orange. How's, like, an orange cloak gonna look? Let's see. Something tells me it's gonna look awful and that I'm gonna choose a different color, like, almost immediately. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try things first because we like to try new things here on the KTEG Twitch channel at twitch.tv/KTEG. Oh, hello, Corgo. How's it going? I really gotta fix my raid and alerts and stuff. But hello, hello. Let me do the shout out in just a second here once I'm done outlining this thingy. Oh god, I do hate the orange. Yep, I knew I was gonna hate it. All right. One moment. Where did I put the thingy? Slash shout out at Mama Corgo. Y'all should check out Corgo. She's always doing stuff like being a peak god or doing Minecraft. Doing Minecraft. Like my model. Thanks, Corgo. I just made it this weekend and I'm having a blast with it. I really like that the arms move when I talk. So what were y'all up to? Enough about me. What about you? Minecraft noise. Were you doing anything in particular or just hanging out? No, wait, there was a new one. There was a new update. Minecraft's getting up. I honestly am so like out of date with the latest in Minecraft. Oh my god, my model? Yes, thanks, Rain. It's adorable, isn't it? Actually, sorry, no, no, no. It is not adorable. It is fearsome and mighty. Fear me. There's zombie camels? Oh my, what the? Do they have normal camels now? I am actually like, I feel like an old man. I feel myself aging in real time right now. I fear K-Teg. Yes, all of chat, you should always fear me. Yeah, we're just doing some D&D NPC token stuff slash practice. These are the ones I made today. Today we're doing some drow. We're doing drow, and then I don't know what this guy's deal is, but he's funny looking. I don't know the fact that he's only wearing the tunic. It's funny. But yeah, we're doing drow, and we're making like a drow like this one we're doing right now. We're doing like a spore druid type vibe. Grandpa K. So you got invited to a Minecraft server on Monday. You don't anything about the game anymore. Yeah, right. And that's how it be. That's how it be. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. What color should I use? I'm gonna do like a light green or something for like These little splotches that I have on the outfit. Wait, so Corrigo, did you find a zombie camel? Was that the like somewhat of your goal for that stream? Any who you'll be lurking, have a nice lurk. Feel free to raid and run. If anyone wants to go, do things with their lives. But for the rest of you, you're trapped here forever. You're trapped here to watch the streamer make dumb jokes and laugh at them. Oh yeah, you found one? Nice. Very nice. Actually, I think the moss it should be like more like a mossy green. But you have to step up your game, my dude. You can't let people know I am aging. That's true. I am literally a vampire. I live forever. But you have to work tomorrow. Nope, Linz, it really sucks. But you're stuck here now. All right, them's the rules. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, boss. I'm gonna make this this mushroom orange. Jesus Christ, I can't do my words in proper order because it reminds me of the peak mushroom of the shelf shroom. Oops. Just want to color it orange. Now you know what was throwing you off. It's the legs. Oh, the fact that damn, Lynn's already commented on the legs. Why is everyone like, oh my god, K-Deck has legs? It's crazy. Yes, I have legs, motherfuckers. Oh my god. Why? Scandalous. No, we cover my legs here. We cover my legs. I've been through the bit before, but I'll talk about it some more. I like to cover my legs, all right? Shorts, I don't like shorts. I fucking hate shorts, all right? Long pants all day, every day. Technically, I'm not wearing shoes though. Those are socks. Those are socks that I'm wearing. So I guess, yeah, that's as scandalous as it gets here. You have to apply exams? You have to what does it mean to apply an exam? I guess, like, you give people an exam, is that and you get wet socks? Ew. Well, just don't okay, actually, I have an actual, like, vague hot take that people might think is actually an hot take. Um, I think I think socks with sandals is pretty alright. Unironically, I'm not doing it to get a rise out of anybody. I'm just speaking the truth. Okay, chat? It's not that bad. It feels kind of nice. All right. Your feet get warm in the socks. It's nice and toasty. It's great. You can't believe your streamer as you get the 5 stream watch streak. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry to have admitted to this. I didn't know how to tell you any other way. This is just who I am. I am who I am. That is correct. I give my students exams and they suffer. Sorry if it didn't sound correct. Your brain turns off at 3 p.m. I'm going to pretend I didn't read your second sentence and instead you said that my socks with sandals opinion is correct. And so I'll say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for understanding me. Yeah. I'm like a lawyer. I twist the words of those around me. No, no, too late. Too late. Lynn supports socks with sandals. She's with me. She stands with me. You respect me? Thank you. Thank you. I am glad to have earned your respect. Gonna fill in the dark part of the mouth. There we go. Clean the top here real quick. There we go. All right. I got to figure out what I'm doing with these small mushrooms and the big mushrooms still. Huh. I never thought of that, did I? I'm kind of feeling like we want to go with some brown mushrooms, but I'm not sure if that is the move or not, to be honest. Um, let's see. What if make this dark and then we do a little bit of this. Even you respect me even if I'm wrong, but what if I'm right? But what if I'm right, Chad? Just think about it. Just think about it. What if streamer is right? Do, 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 do. And then we'll get a little tan color here for the little mushroom. And we fill in the spots. And look at that. Ain't that cute? Ain't that just something? You know, I'm not a real fan of the moss color anymore. Maybe we pick like a different I like the moss. I do like it, but I think it against the tan looks kind of bad. So I need to figure out a different color for this shirt. Like this looks a little bit better. Yeah, I think that works a lot better. Streamer is never right. You should know that. Look at Rain. He is never right. Huh? I'm right sometimes. Damn, shots fired. Shots fired, Rain. You gonna take that? You know what you should do, Rain? You should time out Lynn's next time she's in chat. That would be a great retaliation. Stop. I'm not telling he has to do it. I'm just saying like it's a potential idea, you know? It's a potential idea. I'm just saying. I'm just saying words here. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's what yeah. Yes. Alright, let's add some of the red mushroom. The whatever it's called. The the one that's supposed to like what taste bitter or something. I forgot what it's called. What it does. The Mario mushroom. That's what I'm gonna call it. That's the technical term. Oops, that's not what I wanted. She's the main character of your stream though. So many lost. That's what I'm saying. She's like becoming she's like I said she's my favorite chatter. But like, you know, we might need to rein it in. I say worst thing you can't be mad at me for that one. I don't know. I don't know. All right, we got to do a big color splotch here. Big color. Big color. You're not the main character. We're there for you. Who is this we? No, I guess if we want to be for real talk, I feel like chat, you know, chat's a major part of a stream, right? That's kind of like the whole reason you do it. And that's why I watch Twitch over like watching YouTube streams. I feel like YouTube stream chat just isn't as good. Chat adds that certain quality, that certain like shit post style quality, perhaps. You're just a silly little fun guy. I'm certainly not here for K. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's ridiculous. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves K. I gotta say it in like the cadence of everybody hates Chris, but instead it's everybody loves K. I think. Ooh, what if we made this not red though? What if we made it like a blue fungi? It's blue. Okay, no, no, I got an idea. We make it red, but we make the circle, the dots are blue instead of white. That's pretty wacky, right? Wait, that was kind of a rhyme, right? Blue instead of white. That's kind of wacky, right? Lyrical genius, bars, bars. Damn, I'm so good at this stuff. And you're gonna let that slide? You should time him out. Well, um, I don't know what to say, Linz. Rain gets like a certain amount of privilege as being a fellow streamer, so I have to like let something slide. You should try becoming. You should be a streamer, Linz, and then maybe you'll get the privilege too. Who knows? The blue is really distracting, but at the same time, I kind of like it. Maybe if I make it like a more toned down color. Yeah, that works better. Nice. I don't know why I'm doing all this because I'm not even gonna. I probably won't show most of this in the fucking token art, will I? Or maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't thought about that. You're unfollowing. No, Liz, don't unfollow. No, no, I need you. Go back. I didn't really think about this when I made the giant mushroom and how it's gonna work with the token behind it. Like, do I keep the entire mushroom? That sounds like a terrible idea because it's gonna cover so much space, right? So, like, I guess I'm gonna have to like cut it down. But I want to like I still like to have like a tiny bit pop out of the token for that like aesthetic, you know? But I'm gonna have to like cut it specifically around the hair so that the hair survives, but not the mushroom. You know? Make it a little bit smaller. Like this. I think that should be good. I hope it's good. We'll see. Like this. That should be good. But mushroom is cute. It is cute, but it's gonna take up it takes up like a whole nother tile. I can't have it be that big. It's just too darn big, you know? We have to draw the line somewhere, and this is my line in the sand, I'm sorry to say. So we gotta go like this, like that, and then like this. Alright, chat, remind me never to do something like this ever again, because this was a terrible, terrible idea in terms of token in terms of token stuff. Alright, and then we invert this. Oh, wait, what the fuck? That's not what I wanted. Oh, no, 1 second. Oh, I forgot to remove this piece, that's why. Go bigger, go home, no balls, hashtag cancel, okay? Man, if Lynn's had her way, I would be canceled so many times. I would be canceled so many times over. Damn, it really does suck we can't get the whole mushroom, but 'tis the society we live in. We live in a society. Let's see, what if I do, like, a tiny piece of the mushroom? Like this much? Um, we make it what, white is the color to make it show in the transparency mask, right? Um, I could do, like, half of it. We can keep, like, half the mushroom. How about that? Alright. Linz, are you happy with half a mushroom? We can do, like, that much without it, like, completely fucking everything over. Yeah? Okay. Look at that. We can come to a compromise. Me happy. Well, I'm glad you're happy now. That's good. And then I'll just add, like, a border line to cut it off. There we go. Sick. Um, and then color-wise, what color should the token be? Probably, like, a green. Some kinda green, like a light green. Bum, 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 ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. That's a bit dark. I need lighter background color. That's better. And then we darken it for the edges. There we go. Maybe like a little bit brighter. A little bit more saturated color. Ta-da! Me happy with Rotten Boy there? Well, I'm glad you're happy because I'm happy as well. And we can add it to my collection. My collection grows more every second. Yes. I don't know why this one has like, oh, is there like a piece that I didn't catch earlier? There must be. Well, that's going to be a nuisance. Oh well. That's a future me problem. Damn, look at that. Such a big such a big mushroom. Big shroom. We got our three drow folks here. Do we got time for another one? I could probably do another one. We could do another. I'm feeling pretty good. We'll do like one more. At least one more. Maybe more than that. We'll see. All right. Cuz what time is it? It's almost 11. Fuck. All right. One more. This is the last one for realsies cuz eventually I do have to go to sleep. All right. Um we'll just do another drow so I don't have to think. Hmm. Maybe this one will make more of an adventurer type. That might be a good thing. Yeah, that might be a good idea. So, eyes, let's do eye first. You also need to work tomorrow, and the streamer said you have to stay, so you shall stay. Damn, it's that easy? That's all I have to do? I just tell I just gotta say never mind, I'm not gonna no. Uh, say it. No, no, I feel like chat's gonna yell at me. Chat's gonna yell at me if I say it. And even I think that would have been a little bit too mean. That would have been too mean. Look at this face, so angy. It's so angy. Do it? Well, I was gonna say, I just have to say stay like an animal, like a dog. You say sit, stay, like that. But I thought it would be mean to call chat a dog. Shit, you're all great people. Let's see. You can bark at characters, that is for sure. Okay, okay. We now know this about Linz. How dare you call you out like that? Well, well, slap sneeze. It looks like time to mosey on out. Don't even rain. You too. Yeah, that feels like a like what I feel like what I just said belongs more in Rain's chat, not here. You know, you better go hit that dusty trail. Nah, Rain gets it. It's all about that Midwest goodbye. Because I'm not actually gonna leave for another 40 minutes. You've realized that you've curated a pile of goblins? Yeah, that is true. Can I be like a hobgoblin though? I want to be a hobgoblin. You're the same in both chats. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. I can see that. All right. Where's the eyes? Is it here? There we go. What if we go like some really crazy makeup going on here? Really, really exaggerate the eye. Let me like do this here. Yours is very, very gender. Lovely. Yes, very gender. Very gender. This is gonna sound crazy, but like actually watching Has Been Hotel made me realize I should make my eyes more like wacky, rather than aiming for them to be realistic. Because I really like how it makes the characters pop a bit more. So that's one of my few inspirations that I get from that show. Because it sure ain't the plot. So you forget what am I making these icons assets for? I'm just making like they're gonna be NPCs in my D&D campaign, and or any campaigns I run in the future, so I can just have a bunch of them for Joe Schmo number 2, and I can just pull them out for whenever I want. And then also, so actually we're tripling down on the so it's okay. So 1, I need tokens for NPCs in my campaign, and I thought it would be fun to draw them. 2, I need to practice drawing because I haven't seriously done it in a while, so this is drawing practice. And 3, I need to commit to streaming on a somewhat of a schedule, but the main issue is for days where I don't really know what to do, this is now my fallback. So there we go. Maximum efficiency. So much work being done. And yeah, the character designs are fun, thanks. Now, if only the writing had any oh, wait, oh, yeah, Hazman Hotel? Yeah, yeah. The character design and stuff, if only the writing had any sense of pa it's one of those ones where it's like, the designs and visuals and animation is very fun, music, fun. I look at the plot, I say, "What the fuck? I hate this." I actually prefer the Hell of a Boss plotline compared to the Hazbin Hotel one, but that's just me. That's just me. He's being efficient as a nerd. I'm being so fucking efficient. So goddamn efficient. You can't say anything about the writing and pacing of that show because it's exactly your type of nonsense. Lynn's is the average viewer. I don't like to be a hater. I just simply have to mention that I don't think the it's like I want it to be better, if that makes sense. I don't like being a hater though. No, I just hate you. Yeah, this is a personal attack against Lynn's. Let it be known. Let everyone know. Personally, I hate Lynn's. Yep. That's all there is to it. I don't know what else to say. What if we do like we get some like Jesse type hair? Crazy, like I don't even know what to call it. How do I kind of like the idea of that, but like this maybe? It's kind of I think I want to like touch it up a bit more, but it's good enough for now. It's good enough for my purposes. And then we got the inner hair too as well, like that. There you go. That low key very hurt me for a second, even though I know it's sarcastic and a lie. No, Lids, Lids. Insert the Gordon Ramsay. Oh, 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 gorgeous. No, here, Lens. You know what? I got something for you. One moment. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. If I can remember where it is, because I don't remember where I put it. I don't fucking remember. I remember nothing. Is it here? No. Here? No. Um, I'll find it during the ad break. How about that? Oh wait, there it is. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. All right, Linz, you got a shiny new thingy. You got a shiny new thing next to your name. If you refresh, you probably will see it. Wow. So shiny, so shiny. And with that shiny gem, I don't think you actually get anything other than a sense of superiority. But you get that, you know? And that's what really matters in the end. So hopefully that makes up for making you feel bad for a second. Now yours feels less special. Okay, right. There's only like I only have like 6 VIPs. And realistically, I only have like 3 VIPs. Thank you very much. Removers again. No, Rain, I can't remove Lynn's VIP, okay? Because Lynn, this is the thing. VIPs are other streamers I know and model chatters, okay? And Lynn's is a oh wait, okay, well she can't hear it, so don't tell her this. But Lynn's is a model K tag chatter, all right? That is what if I had to have 100 people chatting in my chat, that's what I want them to be like. Suck it up, Buttercup. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom though. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What do you mean you don't like me falling asleep halfway through your late streams? No, Ray, that's perfectly fine. You're a model chatter too. You're also a model chatter too. I heard everything, but I will pretend you did it just to make them feel better. Wait, what the fuck? How did you hear that? It says there's an ad break right now. Wait, do VIPs not get ads? I don't think that's true. That's not true. You didn't hear shit. You're lying to me. You're lying to me. You know that is a compliment. The same with eating while seeing your streams. Wow. Crazy. Well, now I'm exposed. Now I'm exposed. I gotta fix this. 1 second. All right, I feel better now. I feel a lot better now. Okay, let me go on timeout real quick. Um, let's see. Moderation. I gotta open it up here. And then I gotta go here. It's really annoying trying to like undo my things from the streamer POV because I have to like go into moderation view, which is like this whole other thingy. It's crazy. All right, let's find Lynn's. All right, on timeout. There we go. See, now everything. Now there is balance. There's balance in the world. uh, that was. See, it's so fucking funny. What wasn't that funny, Lynn? You have to admit that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny though. This hair actually, now that I look at it more, it kind of feels like an ice cream. You know, it was 9 minutes, and you were about to. It defaults to like 5 or 10 minutes or something. I guess it defaults to 10 minutes from the screen that I hit it on, and then I have to like undo it. If I want to be more granular, I have to go into mod view, which is like a whole nother screen. Yeah, that's a lot of work. 9 minutes, 11, 7. How the hell did I read that as 11? Oh my God, Chad. My brain's cooked. My brain's cooked. 11 is nothing like 17. I don't know where I got that from. Uh, 11. 11 rhymes with 7, 6, 7. Haha. Haha. All right. Or what if we do like dual wielding daggers, right? So we like hand here, dagger, go like these, or I guess more like hand here, dagger, hand here, dagger, hand down this way, arm this way, arm this way. I should time myself out for that. Not more 6, 7, please. You have to put negative 20 points in your class because your students say that shit. Wow, as you should. Oh, I forgot, Linz. You probably deal with that all the time. Linz, the more you hate it, the more powerful it becomes. You have to, Linz, that's the problem. You have to assert dominance and do it more often than they do. It's the only way. It's the only way to fix it. Make those ice cream cones instead. Mmm, yummy. Man, this is the ice cream wizard. No, we're not doing an ice cream wizard, but maybe that's a potential character I could do eventually. The ice cream wizard. The most fearsome wizard in all the land. Maybe we make the daggers face a different way and not that way. And maybe they go like this way instead. Because I feel like they're kind of just showing them off. But whatever. I don't care that much. You started to do the hand gestures when we go to pages on the book that have 6, 7, and now I'm too cool for that and keep saying that. It doesn't work with them. Nah, you're not doing it hard enough, Linz. You gotta go harder. Trust me, I know absolutely nothing about children. I know the solutions. You have to be like Rain. You have to become old. Rain really out here getting hit by just random fire, a random stray bullet. Oh my goodness. All right, and then we got to do the hands. How am I gonna do hands? Oh God. Um, um, knuckles. Knuckle go here. Knuckle go there. Knuckle go here. Knuckle go there. That's a really tiny hand. What the fuck? I gotta make that bigger. And up. To be honest, it wasn't like this with the rain before. That's the funny part. I see. I see. We're all just jokesters down here. We're all fun guy down here, aren't we? All right, and then we'll add like a little dagger. Dagger go burr. We'll make it kind of go like this, maybe. Actually, probably make it go here. Go a bit further than I thought initially. Um, this, that. See, part of me just wants to get this one done so I can go to sleep. You're not old. Characters in square up position. Yeah, they kind of are. They're kind of just asking to be like attacked, aren't they? Huh? Ignore the fact that I don't think the dagger angle really makes sense for the way the hands are angled. Just ignore that fact, and it's perfectly fine. Make the dagger bigger. Make them triangle daggers. Make them real triangle-y, you know? I like my daggers triangled. Triangles are the strongest shape, right? Isn't that like a thing? That's why they're used in like construction and stuff. Known fact. This has been Facts with K-Tag. All right, and then another dagger here. Triangle. More triangle. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, nah, we are almost the same age. Damn. Damn. That is true. You even have a theorem about triangles. That is true. That is true. I forgot about that. I haven't had to do math in like such a long time that like thinking of it now actually like is shriveling my brain, and you have doomed me. You have doomed me now that I'm thinking of it. Ew, math. Yeah, cuz as a computer science guy, math isn't real, okay? We don't actually do math. Um I barely remember how to do math, okay? I just have the computer do it for me. It's simple as, really. All right. And then we'll just do a simple like really simple clothing, as in like literally just going to have it be the most generic of long sleeve shirts. That's all it's going to, or maybe we'll do a short sleeve shirt, you know. Mm, maybe like some pockets on the side here. Can't go wrong with extra pockets, you know. Math isn't real? Okay, I guess what you're teaching isn't real then. Are you even real? Wake up, Linz. You're not real. Wake up. You're just a dream. Everyone loves pockets. Everyone loves pockets. And that's why I'm going to make all characters canonically wear cargo shorts. Specifically the type of cargo shorts that you can like have cargo pants and then you unzip them and then they become cargo shorts. Those that kind specifically. I'm just the voices in your head. I'm your ADHD. Damn, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy if true. Very impressive. Right, where is my opacity layer? I don't remember where it is. It's one of these. There it is. Found it. Very nice. Okay, I gotta like add at least something to this shirt. This shirt's boring as fuck otherwise. Can we add like a little like a tiny cuff, just like a tiny little cuff here. That's all I ask. Just one cuff, please, sir. That's all I want. That's all I want for Christmas. I don't know. Somehow that looks even worse and I hate it more. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. Those are the most stylish. So's a little bit of the knee. That's so scandalous. So scandalous. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I really need at least one other thing with this character though, because I feel like the shirt is just kind of dumb and boring, if we're being honest. What if we like add like a cloak, right? And so we can then just completely eliminate this entire upper half of the body, right? We don't even have to draw it really. Um, boom, and then wherever the body is, where is it? Here it is. Boom. I said boom. And now we have a cloak. And that look, there we go. Now it's more thief vibes, right? And then like maybe there's like a mm, little pin, little pin here. Sure, why not? Perfect. ktech.exe is lagging. He needs his eeps, but is too stubborn to stop. I'm gonna finish this if it's the last thing I do. All right. Luckily, we are almost near the end of this one. Now I just need to color it, which I feel like isn't too hard to do. Oh wait, I gotta fix this line over here though. One moment. One moment, please. While I fix this humble line. I know everyone's dying in anticipation of me completing this. I know what the people want to see. Ow! Right, ow! Ow! Stop! See, now now that I'm this tiny little guy, those items you're throwing at me are kind of fucking huge compared to my body size. Those hurt a lot. Next will make it. Well, good to know Linz is also very tired because that made no sense. Um, what color shall we use for this character? I'm feeling like a blue. I'm feeling a blue, chat. How do we feel about the color blue? Thoughts? Blue gray? That's what I was thinking, especially because it's a drow. We're already going to be kind of gray. So, like, a blue gray fits the vibe pretty well. All right, let's do a blue gray. Blue gray. Maybe a bit brighter, like this. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of fuck with that. It's good enough. Good enough for me. It's giving Jinx. Oh my god, you're kind of right. I can kind of see it. If I like did like if I did like freaking like there we go. It's now Jinx for real. Look chat, it's Jinx. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't unsee it now. So we're going to commit to the bit, you know? You did this. You did this, Linz. All right. Let me do skin color. Get my drow colors over here. Do, do, do. I'm actually training up my ability to select within the lines. This is my training arc to do that. I'll become a professional coloring book colorer. I'll be the best there ever was. No one will color nearly as well as me. I say as I go completely over the line. But ignore that part. It's fine. Neon blue. The hair has to be neon blue. But the drow have white hair. But you know what? Maybe this one dyed their hair. Maybe they dyed their hair neon blue. Fuck it. All right. Neon blue it is then. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna like come back in the future and be like, what the fuck is going on with this one? Why are they neon blue? Why is the hair neon blue? It makes no sense. And then I'm gonna have to rewatch this VOD and be like, oh, that's what's going on here. That's what happening. There you go. There's the neon blue. I give the people what they want, you know? I give them what they want. We are proud of you. This was a very tired K-Tech letting chat decide. I've let you guys decide other things too. In fact, actually, maybe I should let it be known. Like, if chat has recommendations for these, I don't care. These are literal. These are quite literally throwaway characters. Most of these characters, the players will talk to like once, maybe twice, and then we'll never see them again. If chat wants to make a throwaway character, they can fucking do it. That's fine. And maybe, just maybe, one of these characters the party will latch onto with an unhealthy obsession. Because you know it's always the one you least expect for them to latch onto. Ain't nobody got time to rewatch VODs. Sometimes I do watch my own VODs to think so that you know, because I need to be able to enjoy my own VODs. Man, their teeth are kind of fucked up. I'm gonna keep it like that though. Um, I sometimes watch my own VODs just to like see if I would even want to watch myself. I don't watch the entire thing, but I watch bits and pieces. There we go. That's decent. Maybe we'll add like a little wrinkle, a little dimple wrinkle, whatever you want to call it there. The clown main character. You download them aspirationally thinking you'll eventually make short form content. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right to me. Let's make it like a purple cloak, like a dark, dull purple cloak. It's like, "Oh, yeah, I could totally, like, reuse the content and, like, make it good," and then it's like, "Damn, video editing got hands." One day I would like to do, like, YouTube videos, though. I don't know what I would do them on, though, is the thing. Like, maybe because I like to consider myself, a bit of a video game maybe not snob is the right word. I feel like critic is correct either, but, like, I play a lot of video games, a lot of, like, indie-ish kinda games. I like to think I know a thing or two. Steal the gold color for this. Um, we can paint this gold. There we go. And then actually, I also need to change the color of the or actually, I guess what I could do is delete this, erase it, and then draw it on this layer. That would be a good idea. Oh, wait, actually, no, we can do this. We can do this still. We'll go like this, and then like this, and then here, I'll get my line color. There we go. And that kind of implies it goes under into the fabric. Yeah, why is editing gotta be so hard? You'd listen to a K video essay? I don't know what I would do a video essay on is the thing. That's the problem. Oops. Like, what would I even do? Oof, whoops. Do. And then we'll color that there. Color this here. How's that looking? Mm, I'm not a fan of the color actually. Make it all this color instead. That's better. All right. And then we just gotta make the daggers silver. Or maybe we should go with the weird, like, greenish color that I had before again. I kinda like it. I kinda like it for, like, a couple of weapons. A podcast from him could slap. Yeah, Chet, yeah, welcome to my podcast. What is it gonna be about? I could unironically do, like if we wanted to go full, like, podcast bro style podcast, I could do, like, a college football podcast. I feel like I watch enough of actually, maybe not that much, but I watch some, or I could just talk about other stuff, you know? Actually, one of my favorite podcasts is actually so there's 2 podcasts that I really like, but the one that I'm gonna talk about first, um, it's called Completely Arbitrary, as in, like, arbor as in, like, trees, and believe it or not, they just talk about trees. They talk about a different type of tree every episode, and, I be learning all about trees, and it's pretty fun, and they got a good voice, it's pretty fun stuff. I don't know what else to say. Go watch it. And then the other one I watch is another, like, science-y kinda one, called Ologies, where they just get, like, random they talk to, like, random like, the host talks to random scientists and stuff, and I just think it's neat. Just talk like I do here. Today I learned, yeah. It's actually, like, really good. It's, like, unironic. When I say you should watch it, Chat, I'm not joking, alright? You should go watch it. Like, I learned about widowmaker trees. We call that because they have giant pine cones, and when the pine cones fall from, like, that high up, and because the pine cones are so large, they could possibly kill somebody, hence the term widowmaker. Yeah. That's a that's a fun fact you've learned today. Let it be known. You like murder podcast? Like true crime type podcast? I see, I see. Lynn's all about murder. Murder. All right. That's an all right outfit. Let's get the token. Ba, 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 ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Murder, do crimes. Whoa, I do not condone this, chat. I do not condone this behavior from my chatter here, from my VIP. We don't do this here. We are peaceful people here in this chat, right? Very peaceful. My streamer said to Bert, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." That's okay. I don't know about that. FBI, I hope you hear this. Okay, then. Well, I guess the gig's up, chat. It's over for me. FBI open plays that like one video. You know that one video where they're like crashing through the building like haphazardly and it's just like looks like a complete clusterfuck? Yeah, just play that video. That's pretty much what's happening. That is literally exactly what is happening here as we speak. Bum, 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 bum. Like 6 different, yeah, and then like 1 or 2 coming through the roof or something and like falling onto the ground. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Ba, ba, ba. Oh yeah, what was I doing? Oh yes, I was gonna get the token. I was getting the token. That's what we do. We get the token, right, chat? That's what we do. Um, da-da-da. Like obviously we need to do like a bluish color for the background on this one. Of course. Of course. And we need it to be big enough that we can see the daggers, because the daggers are a core part of their character identity. They would not be who they are today without them. Okay, that's a bit too bright. That's a little bit too bright for my poor little mole man eyes. There we go. That's better. That's a little dull enough. That's a good amount of blue. And then we just gotta select all this. And then unselect this part. There's probably a faster way for me to do this, but this is the way I know. And by God, I'll keep doing it. There we go. I don't know if you did it intentionally, but you indeed used the Jinx color scheme. I did the blue hair intentionally. The rest just like felt right, you know? The rest just felt right for the color. All right. So maybe I do subconsciously vaguely know color, you know? Let's see. Control C, my favorite key combo, and then Control V, my second favorite key combo. Actually, no. Those are oh wait, fuck. 1 second, chat. We're not done. I lied. I didn't color in the eyebrows. I'm a failure. I'm a failure, chat. I'm a failure of a streamer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There we go. Eyebrows colored in. Whoa, he knows color. I told you no one thinks about color theory. Yeah, I guess that is true. So true. All right, let's put that one there. Look at that. Look at my drow gang we've got over here. Yeah, these two are definitely their faces feel more detailed than these two, which is it's whatever. Can't be perfect. And then I did these two before I even streamed today. It was that was an off stream kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I probably don't need that many more drow now that I think about it, because in my D&D setting, I don't expect them to really be going down into the Underdark. That's the rebel of the gang. What the which one's the rebel? This one? The one that's not a drow, or this one? Because this one definitely feels like an edgy teenager kind of vibe. 10 out of drawings, you eat them? Well, don't eat the drawings. That's that can't be good for your stomach, right? That can't be good for your stomach at all. Oh god, I knocked my mic. But yeah, tomorrow I'll probably be back around the time. I'll probably do more drawing. There's nothing that this is the thing is I haven't seen too many games that I'm like dying to play recently is the problem, right? Like I could do games, or I don't know, they're not calling to me. Also, I think by me knocking my mic, my model stopped working. So, I'm gonna raid out, and what's actually really funny is by me, like, yapping here oh, okay, my model's moving again. By me yapping here for a little bit longer than initially planned, someone that I actually know it went live, so I'm gonna go ahead and raid them. That way I don't have to, like, manually find someone to raid within the art category, because that takes time. It takes time trying to find a raid target, because I gotta like watch like a little bit of their stream. It's like a whole deal, chat. It's such a deal. Eat the funny drawing in the lower right. Wait, that's me. That's me. Don't eat me. Don't do that. Also, I never get to raid this person because usually they're streaming way later than me. And I'm asleep by then, and I've ended stream by then. So yeah, let's do that. We're gonna raid Lorraine. She's out playing Elden Ring, it looks like. She's like friends with like Ella and stuff, and she's pretty chill. And yeah, I think you'll have a good time for those who are not going to bed. I hope you have a good time there. And for those who are going to bed, like little me, I hope you have sweet dreams, no nightmares. No nightmares, I swear. I promise no nightmares. Unless I'm your nightmare. Then I guess I'm in there. I don't know. Okay. I think it's time for me to go now. Bye bye, chat. Bye bye. Bye bye. Hello. I have no idea if it worked or not.